Edinburgh College was suffering a lot of outages with the Moodle platform. We had limited skilled resource that could manage the actual application. We've got quite a large network team, but the application skills were limited and we were suffering outages. Rather than employ additional resources to manage that, we thought, why don't we do something different? Look at alternative strategies for managing that, and that's when we thought about discussing it with Edinburgh Napier University to look at a shared service option. It was actually in discussion with James Blair at a UCISA conference in Brighton. The conference was really sparked the initiative around shared services, and due to the outages and downtime we were experiencing at that time, James and I had a long discussion about what Edinburgh Napier could do for Edinburgh College.
We decided to do it because we felt that we could have made an impact to the community. We've been talking about shared services for a number of years now, and there was never really a project that we could have get our teeth into and manage it in some way. But when Edinburgh College approached us when we were at the UCISA meeting in Brighton, we felt that was something that we could have made an impact on. We have good services here, we have campus resilience, and we've been running our Moodle service for a number of years now, quite successfully.
So my role in the project was that of project manager. It was my responsibility to oversee the project from the initial conception right through to full-scale implementation.
In my role as learning technologist and Moodle administrator at Edinburgh College, I represented my team's thoughts, ideas and concerns throughout the process. My main goal was to ensure correct functionality and an excellent user experience.
My role from the perspective of universities and colleges shared services was to sit in on the project and to look to see how this collaboration between the university and the college could be a future model, and this could be rolled out further.
I think the main problem was that we were trying to resolve the stability issues with the VLE platform at the same time as we were delivering the new project. So there was a real issue with resourcing that.
So I essentially had to bring the two IT teams together, and by that we went through several workshops initially. Both IT teams have a vast amount of skills and expertise, so I trusted that they could come up with several design blueprints that we could use to implement this successfully.
Our role was really just to get the teams together between the two institutions and make sure that they could work together in that side of it as well. There was a little bit of getting buy-in from each of the teams. It was certainly a slightly difficult project because people, it was out their comfort zone, because then actually you were doing work for someone else in that side as well, which was not normally their kind of work that they were doing. So it was getting over that sort of barrier to start with, and then as soon as the team seen the benefit of it, in both ways actually, they actually came on board, and obviously it was successful.
Another challenge would have been the time we had to deliver the project. We knew Edinburgh College students were returning back from their holidays in August, so we really had to have about 3 months to get the project complete and signed off.
One particular challenge was testing of the system and the plugins during the upgrade from 2.7 to 2.8. Working together with the developers at Napier helped a lot, and we managed to get through that.
In the first instance, about how we were going to manage the contract between the two partnerships. So we seen early on that it was going to take a bit of time, and we're not even quite there yet with the contract, but we've moved quite forward with the UCSS, and they basically brought us together to start that contract development. Part of that, again, was about us using that same contract to maybe do this elsewhere.
Well, I think key to ensuring that the collaboration worked well was a number of factors. That was that we had senior management team buy-in at both organisations. They allocated knowledgeable and dedicated resources who were very good at what they did, and having that knowledge of impacted staff, dependent systems, and having the dedication and the knowledge of the people on the ground meant that this worked very, very well.
The main benefits were absolutely the student experience. We have improved that, we've enhanced that by delivering an improved uptime and availability of their VLE platform.
I think one of the main ones is the reliability and resilience of the new system. uptime is increased significantly, and in turn has increased confidence from staff and students in using the system, and now it's being used more.
We've also achieved financial benefits in terms of we didn't have to recruit additional staff, therefore we're delivering that at much better value for our staff and students.
It's essentially been a trigger point to other infrastructure initiatives within Edinburgh Napier to allow us to look at other technologies that we can use to further adapt and scale these types of models in future.
Also the automation and integration of the student record system as well. So that ensures that we get cleaner data and it's a lot quicker and more stable for the students.
I think the team have learned a lot on how they need to communicate and react to other teams out with, and I think that was quite important, and the sensitivities that they actually had to have. In the end, we were taking over a service from another college, and that's quite sensitive for them, for people to handle on that side as well. And I think it was managed very well, and again, we got the trust from them.
The main benefit from universities and colleges' shared services point of view was a concrete example that proves that shared services can work across sectors. I believe that the Edinburgh Napier's work with Edinburgh College has shown that we can, as a sector, work together with all the attendant benefits of, saving money, learning from each other, not reinventing the wheel. This project ticked off all those boxes and is a great case study to prove that this stuff does work.